Good morning, honorable members of the Blue Ribbon Subcommittee. The invitation to my office says that I am invited to shed light on the reported procurement by Pag-IBIG Fund of the security services of Omni Security Investigation Incorporated. The invitation is anchored on the resolution that was filed to investigate the alleged overpricing of two Makati buildings and related anomalies purportedly committed by former and current Makati officials. If the issue is whether the Honorable Vice President Jejomar Binay, who is the chairman of Pag-IBIG Fund Board of Trustees, used his power to get Omni into Pag-IBIG, I categorically say that no, this did not happen. Omni had in fact a chance to get a 193 million peso security service contract for 236 security guards for our NCR offices, warehouses, and acquired assets from Pag-IBIG Fund for 3 years when we bidded out this contract in 2012. However, we disqualified Omni for being late in submitting their bid documents late for 1 minute. This clearly shows that we follow the procurement law strictly and there is no hanky-panky in our bidding process. The only contract we have with Omni is for my close-in security, which involves only 3 bodyguards, which is for 4 months per contract and worth around 420,000 per contract. When I assumed the position of President and CEO of Pag-IBIG Fund in November 2010, the 6.6 billion fraud committed by Globe Asiatic of Delphine Lee against Pag-IBIG Fund was headline news. The Senate's investigation into the scandal was in full swing, and one of my first public appearances as the CEO was to attend the Senate investigation. Not surprisingly, concerns were raised within the fund about my personal safety. Before I became the CEO of Pag-IBIG Fund, I knew nothing about close-in security arrangement for myself since I never was in need of one. The closest I had ever been to government service was to teach at the College of Social Science and Philosophy and the College of Law of the University of the Philippines. Security detail was foreign to me. I turned to Vice President Binay for advice, he being the chairman of Pag-IBIG Fund and having been in public service for a long time. Also because close-in security requires trust and confidence, because it means 24/7 protection for me as CEO. I asked for recommendation from someone whom I knew would ensure my safety. The Vice President recommended Omni, which I understand has provided security service to the city of Makati when he was the mayor. That was the only participation of Vice President Binay. I then asked my Vice President for Administrative Services to engage my close-in security. Because of the smallness of the amount, the contract was entered into by a department manager who had the signing authority. Considering the urgency of the required protection as well as the primacy of trust and confidence in such an engagement, public bidding was considered inappropriate. Hence, the 3 bodyguards were engaged through emergency procurement, an alternative mode of procurement recognized under Republic Act 9184, where there is imminent danger to life or when time is of the essence and immediate action is necessary under Section 53B. It is important to emphasize that the contract amount for the 3 bodyguards is small at around 420,000 per contract versus the 193 million for the security service of our offices, which is locked for 3 years. This should negate any suggestion that Vice President Binay is trying to clinch multi-million contracts for Omni or that Vice President Binay uses his position to get contracts for Omni in Pag-IBIG Fund. A premise of the suggestion that Vice President Binay tries to influence Pag-IBIG to enter into anomalous transactions is that Pag-IBIG and its officers and employees who sign the documents to capture the transactions are corruptible and can be forced to sign something that is illegal, immoral, or simply wrong. In the strongest terms, Your Honors, I say that this is most unfair because Pag-IBIG has been known especially in the last 4 years for its excellent performance and integrity. We have been very vocal in our collective stand against corruption, and each employee signed an integrity pledge and issued a press release on it because we are prepared to make public our commitment to honesty as public servants. I too have always been committed to doing the right thing. Hindi po ako mapipilit ni numan na gumawa ng mali habang ako ay nasa serbisyo publiko, sapagkat ako naman ay maaaring bumalik sa pribadong sektor. At sapagkat hindi ko ipapahiya ang University of the Philippines na nagpaaral sa akin at hindi ko ipapahiya ang nag-appoint sa akin na si President Noynoy Aquino. Masasabi ko rin po na sa 4 na taon na naglingkod ako sa Pag-IBIG, walang utos si Vice President Binay na pinilit masubukan ang aking paninindigan na gumawa ng tama. I maintain that Pag-IBIG Fund works with integrity and endeavors always to perform excellently. I hope that all of us who are government officials here would be one in preserving the good name of a GOCC that works hard, that performs for its 14.7 million members, that lives up to the true meaning of public service, which is a public trust. As President and CEO of Pag-IBIG Fund, I owe it to the organization and to all our members to defend its name. Maraming salamat po.